What's going on, guys? Kiki's on Comms here, and welcome to this video in what has become a kind of mod series for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Now, I'm really thankful for all the support you've been showing on my recent videos, and some of you have been making suggestions of other mods you think I should try out, and boy have I found some amazing mods. I will try my absolute best to limit how much I say the word cool in this video, but these mods I'm about to showcase are simply next level. So before I jump into the mods, one of you suggested that I try out a reshade. Now, most times I generally just record footage and then I'd make color adjustments in my editing software. But I found a reshade called True Reshade preset. Now, it isn't anything crazy. It just adds some vibrance and depth to shadows in the game. And I think it looks really good. And it only costs maybe like 5 FPS. So I think that's pretty good. Alright, now that the reshade is out of the way, let's jump into the mods. The first one is the Realistic Reticles mod. This mod really takes reticles in game to a whole new level. Overhauls all in-game reticles found in scopes and gives them a much cleaner and higher definition look. I particularly love the scopes that are on the DMRs and snipers in game because most of them look kind of outdated, and so this gives them a much higher definition look, and it's just much cleaner looking through your scope when using a DMR, using a sniper, or just any rifle that you have a scope equipped on. So the next mod I have installed is one called No Visible Laser Light. Now this mod makes your lasers only visible when using your night vision goggles. Now this is an immersive mod I never really thought of, and it's interesting that one of you guys actually suggested that I turn off lasers and use my scope, you know, in order to add to the immersion. Well, this mod solves that issue. Now this will make, you know, me or you as the player to have to utilize your scope a lot more or just guesstimate when firing from the hip. But overall though, I think lasers now only being visible when using night vision is an amazing touch. Since I'm talking about night vision, I also have a mod installed that removes the thermal vision, so you don't need to cycle all the way through night vision then thermal before you are able to take your nods off. So yet another simple mod, but I think it truly adds a lot of value to the immersion of the game. The next mod is the Bullet Tracer and Smoke Trail Removal mod. Now this is yet again a simple mod on the surface, but it takes the realism, immersion, and even the difficulty of the game to a whole new level. Let me explain. So in the base game, when you are in open combat, it's super easy for you to track where enemies are attacking you from based on the direction of tracers and smoke trails. With this mod installed, you have to become way more spatially aware and utilize sound cues to locate enemies when you are being engaged. It also makes using headphones a lot more important now. As usual, I have all these mods in the description so you guys can try them out if you're on PC. And for this specific mod, I also linked the YouTube guide that I used to install it. The next mod is one I didn't even know I needed, but after I got it installed and working, it's just a must-have. Are you tired of seeing the bulky battle belt? Or maybe you're tired of seeing the thigh holster placement for your sidearm. Well, here I introduce you to the Bison belt from Ferro Concepts. Now I've been testing this one since my last mod showcase, and I have to break the usage of the word cool restriction for this one because this is indeed cool. The belt, the accessories, the holster placement, all of this looks really cool. Just as a heads up though, some pants in the game have a thigh placement holster attached to them by default, so try to avoid those if you're gonna be running the waist placement when you're using this belt. The belt also has some add-ons at the back, and they have physics and everything. It has fast rope gloves and a dump pouch which can be removed, and these different placements are attached to the eye colors in game, so you change eye colors and the placement of different things will be adjusted. Really nice mod. Now I want to talk about the heavy G in the house and also the final mod I'm using, which is the Spartan mod. Now I've heard a lot about this mod but never tried it out before until now, and trust me when I tell you, this is probably one of the craziest mods you can find and install for Ghost Recon Breakpoint, especially if you're looking to up the difficulty, the realism, the immersion, and the overall challenge in the game. A lot of people say that even the extreme mode in the vanilla game is pretty easy, and I'm inclined to agree. Now, some of the biggest changes in the Spartan mod are as follows. It massively increases changes the enemy's audio and visual detection of the player. And I'll try to demonstrate some of this going between the vanilla gameplay and also the modded gameplay. And for that, I'll keep some HUD elements on. I usually run with the HUD completely off, but just so you can see the difference that the mod makes, I'm gonna keep the enemy markers and also the ammo count on screen. So enemies spot you way quicker now, and it scales based on the difficulty. So on extreme, enemies spot you nearly instantly, and if it's daytime and you're not crouched or cloaked, there's always a higher chance that they're gonna spot you. The detection distance being reduced now also makes using your optical camo actually viable, especially during daytime engagements or if you need to move across open spaces. And this now encourages us as players to do more nighttime ops, which I really do enjoy doing. I like infiltrating bases during the night, which is what I plan on doing at the end of this video. So stick around for that. Suppressors, still on the Spartan mod. Suppressors now aren't silencers anymore. You can't just shoot an enemy standing meters away from another and the others won't hear. It won't necessarily alert an entire base, but nearby enemies will either investigate or go into a full alert state depending on the caliber of the suppressed weapon you are using. So naturally, if you're using a smaller caliber weapon like a pistol or a SMG, you'll get a different response from using a suppressed DMR or a sniper rifle. The mod also adjusts the amount of ammunition you carry. Now this definitely adds to the difficulty and discourages you from starting open engagements if you don't have to. So from my testing, you only get about 4 magazines plus the one you have equipped. So in all, maybe 150 rounds, which makes running out of ammunition a definite possibility during engagement. So you can get ammo from fallen enemies, but it may be scarce depending on the type of op that you're doing. Now in the base game, you have probably 15 to 20 magazines on your operator, which isn't very realistic. So as the player, we have to become a lot more intentional with our shots, and it's recommended that we use the semi-automatic fire mode as opposed to full auto. So the mod author recommends playing on advanced difficulty because playing on extreme with the mod makes it nearly impossible. Now these are his words, but I love a good challenge. So of course I am playing on extreme with the Spartan mod, and I think it's just the best way to play. Some more changes that the Spartan mod makes includes adjusting the time to kill for enemies. So unarmored enemies go down a lot easier, which is far more realistic. A guy with no Kevlar or body armor should not be taking 3 to 4 shots to go down. But on the other hand, the vest wearing or armored enemies are a bit tougher, naturally, but they are not bullet sponges, and this applies to drones as well. Explosive damage is also increased, and it works both ways. So we die a lot easier now when taking explosive damage. Ammo is no longer restored on death and respawn, so it's a good idea to always hit the bivouac before heading into a new operation. Stamina has also been reduced, and it takes longer to heal, so you'll need probably 2 hits from your syringe to heal all the way back up to the max health. Unfortunately though, so there is a UI element that comes with the mod where you can remove the red warning circles or the white one that is there for when you're throwing your flashbang or when a mortar is coming and all that. There is an additional aspect of the Spartan mod that removes that. However, I am not able to utilize that because I use the Vulkan version of Breakpoint. That is a lot more stable on my PC versus the DirectX 12 version or 11, so I am not able to use those elements that come with the mod. So if you use the DirectX version, you are able to use both the Spartan mod and the UI elements that are available, which is a bummer because I'd really love to not have the red circle or the white circle. So if you guys know of another way that I can get around having those on and still use Vulkan, then you can let me know. So that's all the additional mods I have installed right now since my last video, and I am extremely happy with how the game is right now. I think these mods, both in this video and in my previous video, serve as the best possible combination of mods to run in order to have an exceptionally immersive experience in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. If you guys think that there are any additional mods that you think would enhance it even further, just let me know, because I've spent the last 4 to 5 days just going through crashes and reinstalls and all sorts of things, just trying to get things to work together, and all of these mods that I have installed right now, they work perfectly together. So I'll have all of these linked down in the description. You can check all of them out and let me know if you are currently using any of these or if you plan on using any of them. So that's enough talking. Let's take a look at how these mods affect the gameplay as I run this quick night up at this base nearby. Kiki's out.
I've done stupid jobs before, but this shit, so what? We get paid the same either way. Can't see shit. This night creeps me out. I'm gonna break it down till our shift's up.
No, something's out here. We got hostiles!
Some bad guys in the area. You know what to do, stay alert. I got a feeling we're not alone. We got possible enemies in the area.
Hey, stop with that shit!
I got a feeling we're not alone.
Something's off. I don't think we're alone.
We got possible enemies in the area, so everybody stay alert. I'm not alone.
Fuck this!
Wait, what are you doing?
Please, no!
We got no enemy over here,
That's weird. I'm gonna check that out.
They're coming at us! Soldiers, I got eyes on the bad guys! Moving up! Move in position! Keep your focus! Shoot those assholes! You're dead, asshole! Get up! I'm gonna get me some! Keep your focus, man! those assholes! Shoot them! I'm pushing forward! You're dead, asshole!
Let's roll.
Keep your focus, men!